Like, do you tell people that you don't really believe it, or do you just not really talk about it, or what?
I just don't really want to talk to anybody about it because I feel like if I do, I don't want to get in like a religious fight. And I don't want to bash their religion. Right?
Sure. Does everybody get along despite the religious bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what about, like, friends and stuff? Do you have any friends that are, like, really religious or anything like that?
Not that I know of. I never really discussed religion with them, but I did have one friend. He was religious and he would go to church. I don't really talk to him anymore after I moved, so we don't really get to talk anymore.
So it had nothing to do with, like, religion or anything like that? You just happened to move apart and then you don't get to talk anymore?
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. Well, I guess that comes to final question. Do you believe now, and why or why not?
I do not believe right now because growing younger, not believing then and not clicking with me, growing older, finding science and finding like history and stuff like back in the past, like where we were basically born into this world.
Sure.
Not by any like man-made person, I guess. Yeah. So I really don't believe in it now.
Okay. So what were some of the stories that you heard in kid church camp or whatever on Sundays that didn't make sense to you back then?
Like, they would, like, explain, like, how God was made, and, like, I thought it this way, like, they would always say to me, like, he was, like, born in this desert, and they would, like, set up camp there, and
right.
They would just have, like, this whole family and, like, some sheeps and some camels, and then they would say, oh, yeah, this kid's named Jesus, and then I guess that's where it came from. With God dying, and it really didn't make no sense with me because...
Like Jesus dying on the cross, you mean?
Yes, like
okay.
He's dying, and then, like, how people say in Easter that he resurrects, and I don't understand why we die and we don't resurrect and we just stay dead.
Yeah, like people don't just die and then come back to life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense how Jesus would just die and then all of a sudden he comes back to life because that kind of thing doesn't happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that there's like some random kid born in the desert, people surrounded him, named him Jesus, and then they made folklores of him dying and coming back to life and stuff like that, and it really clicked with me.
It kind of like sounds like a fairy tale like Jack and the Beanstalk, right?
Exactly.
Like if you were to add Jack and the Beanstalk into the Bible, it wouldn't seem any more absurd than some dude getting killed and coming back to life 3 days later, right?
Exactly.
It would all tie into the same thing, so you were grown up hearing like fairy tales like Jack and the Beanstalk and Alice in Wonderland and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when you heard stories from the Bible, it sounded like pretty much the same kind of thing.
Yep, same like thing, for me at least.
Okay, awesome. Well, I guess that's going to about wrap it up. Thanks for being on.
No problem, Adam.
All right.
Be on then.
Awesome. I'll talk to you again soon, okay?
All right, man.
All right. All right, that's going to wrap it up for the 4th episode of Adam and Atheism. I got to thank my buddy Ashley, the lesbian, my friend Ensomniak for his interview. Be sure to check out his new album coming out called Plagiarism. And thanks to my anonymous buddy who had the conversation with me in the studio here. You know who you are, man, and I really appreciate you, so thanks for coming on. Also, in less than 2 weeks, on Saturday, June 4th, is going to be the second ever Reason Rally. I was at the first one back in 2012. There was like 20 or 30,000 people there. It was a fucking blast, like the absolute mecca of atheism. I would really encourage anybody and everybody listening to this to please come out if you can. It's in Washington, D.C., all day long. It's free, June 4th, and I really hope to see as many of you there as I can possibly see. As always, you can hit me up on Facebook. I'm Adam Collins. Send me a friend request, send me a message, or go to the show's page at Adam and Atheism. I'm also on Twitter at Adam and Atheism. And 4th episode, still haven't figured out how to close the show out yet, so we'll try again next time. Catch you guys later. Bye-bye.
Adam is phenomenal, or something.